take this off, take this off. All right, so first of all, I want to say big shout out to all of the new students that we have in here that are part of the new guided bootcamp. I see you, my boy down there. I see you. So we got a lot of new faces in here. We got a lot of new, family that came into the group. First things first, I want to say is appreciate you guys and not only being here, but trusting in me and the education that I'm giving out to you guys. You guys are here probably because like what I post on my Instagram or on YouTube, it's just the clarity is there by when I explain it, but there's just a lot more that goes to behind it. So if I were to recommend when you're watching the guided bootcamp videos, I highly recommend just pay attention to that one video. Don't focus on the video after that one, or don't try to speed through them. Even though the videos are short, the way I did it, like that's why it took me so long to come out with a product, because I wanted it to be effective. I didn't want it to make a lot of noise or have 500 videos or like that. Just bores the shit out of me. I wouldn't want to do that. You get me? I always put myself in the shoes of you guys, and I would not want to watch 500 videos that are an hour, 2 hours long. It's just too much information. You don't need that shit, right? So I think I watch at least one. Yeah, exactly. Like they're designed so you can watch 2, 3 at a time. It's like a Netflix series. Like I designed it in a way so when you finish one, you just click next on the other one. You're not tired and you don't want to like not watch the next one. Yeah, no, that's not the point. So if I were to suggest to you guys, just take a video at a time, and then once you guys are done with the full guided bootcamp, go and watch every single Sunday swing recording, which this is going to be a Sunday swing recording, which is at the bottom of the section. And you guys will see how every single week I say this is going to happen. You go watch the next video. It literally happens perfectly. And then this is just an ongoing thing every single week. So again, appreciate all of you guys for being in here. This is like a weekly thing that I do. And yeah, let's just get started. So I haven't been in the market since last week. The way I do it is I like pulling up to the markets and I like doing it raw, like as real as I can with you guys. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna recap on last week's moves and then see if we find any other pair that I'm interested in trading for this week. So last week, again, you can go to the recording. What I was looking to do is I was looking to take a sell at the break and retest of this point right here. If you noticed, we got a push to the upside, giving us not what we were looking for. And if we continued waiting for what we were waiting for, we go down to the 1 hour, 30-minute, and then pretty much here you have the perfect break retest, bearish engulfing. Could have taken your entry right here after this bearish engulfing, had your stops right above, nice 50-pip stop. Got on a 1 to 2 risk to reward by literally just simply waiting for this. So I didn't manage to take this trade. I just wasn't active in the markets at the time when that was going on. But the trading and the plan was there. Like literally just go back to last week. And if you would have done nothing, literally nothing, just wait for this to do this, which is exactly what it did, you would have made money. So for this upcoming week on AUDJPY, I mean, again, just go to last week because I literally said it. I'm like, all right, if we are at this level, we're going to get a wick and then we're going to get a huge bearish engulfing. So what I think is that we're going to happen for this week, I think we're going to get a little higher wick right here. Maybe we could get a little wick retracement, something like that, kind of have a retracement. When you go down to the daily time frame, it'll probably be a little candlestick like this. And then on the 4 hour, it'll probably look like a little trend here to the upside, maybe to here, and then we'll sell down. So what I'm looking for this week is I'm looking to sell, continue the sells down. Where would be the most ideal situation? No cap. I really do think it would either be this zone right here or this zone. So I'm gonna have this as my area of interest 1. Let me just put this right here. Area of interest 1. Because if you notice, if we go back out to the weekly, when we create that weekly wick, this weekly wick will be perfectly, what a coincidence, to that weekly EMA potentially going to give us. Now a red candle filling all the way to the downside, right? So we're trying to enter within that wick. We go down to the daily, it'll be a daily body pullback, whatever. And then here we'll probably have a doji, like a little cross one. And then hopefully the day after that, we have a bearish engulfing to the downside, right? So this is kind of what I'm looking for, AJ. And then By the time that that has the pullback, hopefully this dips down a little bit more, just continuing to sell down how it's done here, 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 here. Is everybody with me so far? If I'm going too fast, the new guys, you guys will get it. Trust me, you guys will get it as time goes. So, you guys have any questions so far on what I'm looking for with AUD JPY? Type 1 if yes, type 2 if no. We do this whole IML thing here. Because we're not IML. So. All right, perfect. Everybody's got it. Perfect. All right, so yeah, this is kind of what I'm looking for AUD JPY. Looks good. Looks pretty good. And if you notice the pullback to this box right here, it's coming back to retest previous structure level almost. So resistance. So it'll be probably something like this. And then when that happens, this is where we would want the break, the retest, and then by that time, this EMA has done like this, and then it sells, and we're setting at the shift of it. Yeah, exactly. Gustavo's got it on the what about retracement to 90,000? 90,000 could be another area. But remember, whenever we look for these round psychological levels, first you want to put the area of interest. So let's say if this were to be your area of interest right here, because we got a level of support. If we look more left, it is a level of resistance. Cool. And then you throw a little horizontal line in the middle of it, figure out where's the nearest point, and if the bottom of it is 90,000, bet 100%. But again, you want to put the round psychological after you found the zone. So in this case right here, I would throw this right here in the middle. Let me take this alarm off. So I would throw it right here in the middle, and then here it would be 95. So if anything, I could make it a little bit thicker or something like that. So it's kind of waiting for AUD JPY. Good. Euro JPY was a trade we were looking for last week. So again, we had two scenarios. We had the break and retest for the buy, which I actually ended up taking this trade right here because it literally did exactly what I wanted it to. Had the break above, the retest, bullish engulfing, and I put my take profit to this previous structure level on the 4-hour. Literally got out perfectly. And then the next trade played out perfectly, which was the break and retest of this zone here as well. I don't think this one was that clean on the lower time frame. I mean, it was here like a little bit. I personally would have not taken the sells here, so I'm not really counting it. But the fact is that the move was definitely there. For this week on the Euro JPY, I'm just good. I'm not really looking at it. So I'll put it at the bottom. GBP USD. So if I would have been up when this news happened, I would have gotten worked out, but we'll take this out for now. The GBP USD, this is looking solid. Again, just go back to last week's video and you guys will see how I was expecting for this doji and how I was expecting for this bullish candle for this week. So now what I could expect is a little retracement already on the wick. The daily is bullish, so we have weekly bullish. Daily is, can you see the daily bullish? Yes, the daily is bullish. Again, for those of you guys that are new and are part of the guided bootcamp, you guys, understand exactly what this means when you guys get to the golden video, right? So next we have the 4-hour. The 4-hour is looking solid. So I guess you could technically kind of buy right now at this zone right now we're in, maybe. We got some level of support. It's kind of like a 4-hour. I may try to buy at a daily. So if you notice this right now, we are at a daily level. We're at a daily level of resistance, potentially being used as support. We drag it left a little bit, looks good. We have around psychological level. 2100 no. 2200 a little too high. 21.5. What is it? Let me see. 122, right? I think 122 close. So we can maybe make it a little bit thicker, so we get a little bit bigger zone, which is pretty decent. So we'll move a little bit to the right, and then we'll just make it a little bit thicker to the upside. All right, so this is looking solid. The only thing I kind of don't like is that I don't know. You can potentially get a little bit bigger wick, but what I do like is that the wick has already been made versus it having no wick. If it already have no wick, I would be concerned, but since the wick has already been made, this is literally in the position to just now. I mean, just look at this right here. It's literally break, retest, go, break, retest, go. Exactly what we're doing here. We have break, retest, go, break, retest, potential go, big time. So if I were to look for a trade, I think we're about to have it. So if you notice, we are technically bearish. We are technically bearish. I mean, the most ideal thing would be to wait for above this structure level. But honestly, if I can get something above this, if I can get a break and then retest of this like this, I'll definitely enter this trade. All right, we're gonna read this 30-minute structure. So GBP USD, I like it as my number one. Looking very, very, very solid, right? Does it make sense? You guys are clear why we got it as our number one, simple, clean. Type one if yes, type two if no. Fine. Perfect. So we got GBP USD. So again, we'll just put right here. I mean, yeah, we can build up the confidence later. NZD CAD was a trade that I was potentially interested in taking. Didn't take it. Kind of crazy. We're still in the zone, but we're still at the perfect area where it would be the most ideal to sell. We are technically still bullish on the weekly. Remember, we have low or high, low, low, or high, low, low, higher high, so we can still create this higher low to this level to go long. Like I explained to you guys, everything that has a push needs a retracement, and this kind of slowdown in price here is a good sign that we're either about to have a push or we're not done yet with the exhaustion to continue going to the upside. So let's take this out. Let's take this out. Go down to the daily time frame. This is pretty solid because it's showing slowdown. You know, this is kind of the same thing as here. It had strong push back up. It had a strong push back up, and then slow down, slow down, slow down. Boom, strong push back up. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Boom, should be coming very soon. I think we have around psychological level in here. Yeah, so we have 85.5, so maybe it's a little bit quicker. Take this off. So my ideal trade for right here, since it's technically a counter trend trade, 4 hours to consider bearish. We're clearly in zone. So it's very simple. I just need a break retest of here, take the sell to the downside. I don't want to enter within this box. And then for longs, should be pretty self-explanatory as well. I'm just pretty much kind of just waiting for this for the long, but I'm more interested in the shorts of this trade. So I'm going down here. Breaking out of zone. So we'll do that one with that. We got NZD USD, NZD USD. We're bearish on the weekly. We are bullish on the daily, and the 4 hour we are technically bullish. I'm good. Like how it looks. Euro GBP, pretty much, didn't make it to the zone perfectly. So annoying. Like, look at that. It did not hit my alarm by like nothing. It was like 2, 3, 4 pips, but it is what it is. You just move on, but showed that the strategy and everything that I was looking for was indeed effective and working. As of right now, I guess you could buy at this daily structure level. Not big fan of it. I like buying at stronger levels versus this. Yeah, so if I have to think of trade like that, I mean, yeah, if you're already in for the buy, solid, but I wanted to get in here where it already retest. So for me right now, I'm just not interested. Gold. So gold has had a very nice rally. Bullish on the weekly, bullish on the daily. We're approaching a level of support. Could be potentially used as resistance. As of right now, everything is bullish. So we have weekly bullish, daily bullish, and you have 4-hour bullish. So you should not be looking at anything other than to buy. There's no sells here right now. Yeah, we are putting up to a strong area. And yeah, we can definitely do exactly what we did on NZD CAD, which is have the retracement. But if you notice, look how much time it had to build up to have that retracement. So for that reason, right now, gold, I am not interested. Euro AUD, bullish on the weekly, bearish on the daily, chopping the report, not interested. USD CAD, we are bullish on the weekly. We are bearish on the daily. And then we are about to shift bullish. Or are we? Yeah, I think we're probably bullish on the 4-hour. I think the most ideal trade setup on USD CAD would be yeah, we're bullish. Yeah, so the most ideal trade setup, because I want to make sure that it can reject off of this zone right here. Obviously, it's a very strong weekly level. If you notice, I could drag it more to the left. We have strong level of support, resistance, support, resistance, and it could potentially be used as support again. On the daily, we are technically bearish. So what I would need is I would need for the daily to have a bullish engulfing. After it has the bullish engulfing, that's where I will need the retracement to then buy. Literally do the same thing it did here. Have the break, the retest, and the set and forget. That's literally all I want, which is the same thing that would happen right here. And if you notice, it would be the 4-hour, you would go bullish. And then by the time we start having the trickle back down to then go to the upside, this EMA then shifts from bearish to bullish. You guys have any questions on this one? Simple. Type 1 if yes, type 2 if no. Let's get this. Breaking out of zone, so we'll leave that one there. Euro USD, we are currently bullish on the weekly. We are bullish on the daily and on the 4-hour. I'm good. This doesn't look interesting. NZD, JPY. I don't really like it. Yeah, I'm good. Like I want to take the trade here. I want to sell at the weekly area of interest. I don't want to sell at the bottom of the weekly move. It just doesn't make any sense to me because now we're like at this potential buying zone. You know what I mean? Like I don't catch it here. That's technically for me, I missed the trade. GBP so we'll move this down. GBP I haven't traded this pair in forever. And still not. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for this to happen. There's a big time position trade coming. If you notice, we are at the lowest point we've been pretty much in the history of this whole entire pair ever. And all I need for it is just to break above the support. If this breaks above the support and I just wait for a retest, it's pretty much set and forget the fucking who knows where and when. But as of right now, I'm not interested in it. It's just not ready. CAD JPY, same thing. I was looking at it, not interested in it. The move already played out. USD JPY, been calling this since literally like one of these candles up here. It looks, I mean, it could look clean for a nice daily play, maybe a little retracement like this. So, but again, I've been calling this trade literally from this point right here. Every single pullback I've called on this. But we can do it again. We just pretty much wait for this retest. If we have this as our area of interest, we have around psychological level, and we made it even more around there. So there you go. We got 130,000. We'll put this at the bodies, put this at the 130,000. By the time it comes back, it retests that level. The EMA will then hopefully act as a dynamic resistance, taking the trade to the downside. So here, we'll put retesting area of interest. So CAD JPY will go down. GJ, everybody trade GJ. I just trade it whenever it makes sense. And as of right now, it's looking like all of the other JPY pairs, it's kind of at the bottom of the move already. I'm good. And then I already went over all of these pairs right here. So for this week, we only got, well, not only, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I were to grade them based off of which ones can happen faster than another, I definitely think GBP/USD is about to fucking go pretty quick. AUD, JPY needs a little bigger retracement. NZD CAD could break out of that box and retest pretty soon. USD CAD could have the breakout, and then there, and USD JPY have the pullback to then. So